You know, I'll tell you this, that season 5 was super intense for Juice, obviously, you know, with everything with Clay at the end, and being really instrumental in kind of setting up Juice. Thanks, gorgeous. And everybody reaches a breaking point. And I think that, you know, he just wants acceptance somewhere and something. And, you know, I think the question is now, Jax is running the club. How does that work out? How does Juice fit into that plan and that situation? It's a very different club right now. And I think we get to really see that deal with Jax. You know, is he John Teller? Is he Clay? How does it, everybody wants the, you know, heavy is the, you know, he wants to wear the crown. What comes with that? You know, so, and how do we all fit into that? How do we all either respect that? How does it work for us? And I think that for me, without saying anything, because I'm sure Kurt could choke me out at any time here, is you know, it's fascinating. Every single script reads like a finale. Everything is like, you literally turn that last page and go, what is happening? How is this all happening in one script? And we have 13 of these. And with me, I've been really lucky, really lucky as this character to kind of start as the funny guy and then to go to this sad, you know, crying clown, to kind of go to what's going to happen to him, this self-deprecating, I want to kill myself type deal, to now playing an entirely different side. We just really see a whole different side of Juice this year. And I'm really excited for everybody to see it.
Of all the characters, he seems to be the one that's constantly living in fear. I mean, he hides it really well.
Yeah.
But how is that to actually try to wear that mask of fear yet under the smile all the time?
You know, the clown that's crying on the inside. I think, you know, I think that's just, it's an extremely hard thing to play in that world. Not as an actor. I think for what I'm saying is, as, you know, in that world, in that violent world that's been created with Sons of Anarchy, it's like to maintain and navigate in that world as that guy. So that's why I think, like I said, there is that breaking point where everybody has to, how long can you go on like that without rebelling or kind of, you know, losing it, and that's kind of what I'm excited for this year. Kurt's really good at knowing exactly what emotion comes from every single thing. There's always a plan, and that's what I love. Nothing goes unresolved. Nothing gets left hanging, and you know, a lot of things have changed since Opie died. You know, everything's changed. For everything. For everybody. For the whole club. For the whole show. It was kind of, you know, for us, I was saying before, it was one of those things where when that happened, we went, it was like a reality check. As an actor and as a character. As a character, it was, this is a pretty violent world we're in. And as an actor, it was, we're not going to run forever, are we? You know, people do start, this isn't, you know, all my children. We're not going to, and even that got canceled. I mean, you know, even things happen, you know, so it's interesting. I'm pretty excited. And it's like every time we get a script, it's like Christmas. We get excited. Masking fear with excitement. We're like, but yeah.
So can you tease next season at all what we're going to be seeing?
I wish I could. I just think that it's, you know, without saying much, I mean, it's funny. It's going to be here soon enough. I think I think it really just, it's like I said, it's kind of like, it's so intense. It's so intense. And at the same time, there's so much stuff being resolved, and so much stuff being brought up, and it's a very different world. You know, we got a lot of characters that have kind of been circling with Nero and the sheriff and Eli and, you know, all these different things, and you know, and seeing everybody's new roles in a way. Things have changed. It's not the old days with Opie, Piney, play at the head of the table and everybody around. It's and half sack and all. It's all changed, and watching it change every year is the fun part because it's always new, it's always fresh, and I think right off the bat you start to see that.
As Juice sees those changes happening, who does he find himself most aligned with this season? Because he's kind of floated around a bit.
That's what you start to see. So
does he start to pick a definite side?
I think he starts making decisions. That's the best I can say. There's decisions being made that because he can't float any longer. He can't wallow any longer. There's one point or another where survival kind of kicks in. So.
Would he be ready to wear the crown of the throne if that became the situation?
Unstable at best. No, absolutely not. He can barely get up in the morning. He ain't going to be able to run a club. No, I just think that, everybody it's different roles, different things, different, there's soldiers and there's leaders in this world. Juice is definitely a soldier in every way.
Yeah, but if he's the last man standing, so...
Imagine. It'd be interesting.
He could pick up the mantle.
My business manager would be happy. We'll see what happens.
What do you think the last episode should be?
Abel should be putting on the cut and walking away. No, I don't know. We think about that. Obviously, there's only one person that knows that around this room. I mean, I'm sure that's a really interesting question. I don't know. Series finales are the hardest thing in the world, I think. And I've always thought, I'm a huge fan of The Shield, and The Shield is my favorite series finale ever. And I've seen a few of them now, and I thought The Sopranos was pretty good, but not like The Shield. And if you're a fan of The Shield, you just see they leave it so ambiguous with Vic Mackey. Like, where did he go? What did he do? And knowing that he was a part of that makes me feel really comfortable with the way this is going to go. Because every season finale has been pretty amazing. And recently I do a lot of stuff with the military, and the Navy SEALs are downrange in Afghanistan, and they got all these gifts from Nike and Apple and all that. And the one gift they wanted was from Sons, and I'm friends with a lot of the guys. And the one gift they really wanted, I said, "What's your favorite thing?" And they said the season 3 finale with Stahl and and Jimmy O and all that. So we sent them the script from season 3 signed by everybody, and they literally have read it 5 times. And I always think that was to me, that was one of the greatest finales we've ever had. And so it just shows that I'm really comfortable with however the series ends.
Do you find though that since the death of Opie and Ryan leaving the show, that now that you have this limited time left, that you're a little more nervous when you're reading script to see who might leave next?
I think that it's part of this world. It's kind of what is created. I mean, I don't necessarily get nervous about it. As long as you see me with a mohawk, I'm alright. Well, see me walk in here with a giant afro, I'm in trouble. All right? No, I mean, or I'm undercover somewhere in Whitpro in Sons of Anarchy. I don't think like that. I think in the fact of the character and what he does. And I've never trusted a writer like this. So whatever he does is cool with me. And I just say that not because, our friendship, but just because between The Shield and this, I'm cool. We're in good hands.
Happy man. All right, thank you very much.
So even though you're in good hands, would you be making the same choices if you were writing the character?
I could barely write my name. I wish I could write. Would I be making the same choices? I think that I've been so lucky. I'm one of the few characters that literally has gotten to play one of the guys who's been joking around and crying and suicidal and, aggressive. So I've been really lucky.